Dodge, Maryland. #1 Dodge retail dealer. Brought to you by Stroh's and Stroh-Lite. Now you're talking good times, and Stroh's is spoken here. By All-Star Dodge, Maryland's #1 retail Dodge dealer.
Welcome to the Hemisphere Arena, San Antonio, Texas, the site of the first annual Alamo City Women's Gymnastics Classic. Some of the top gymnasts from around the country will be vying for the spotlight tonight and maybe a vault into a possibility of a 1988 Olympic position. All of the teams and the individuals will be crowned tonight here at the Alamo City Women's Gymnastics Classic. Hello again, everybody. Sam Smith, and welcome to San Antonio. We not only have great teams from Houston with Bella Caroli, but also Don Peters. The 1984 women's gymnastics teams from Huntington Beach, California will be coming in and competing on the team level. Their individual titles also will be going for some of those team members. I am delighted to be working with a champion in her own right, the NCAA floor exercise champion from the University of Florida, Maria Ons. And Maria, we've talked about the field coming in tonight, and that makes for excitement. We've got a great field here tonight in San Antonio.
Oh, we definitely have. Caroli's has brought us the finest vaulting team in the country, and also Don Peters has a very strong bar team.
Now, one of the things to consider when you talk about those teams are two of the top gymnasts. They'll be, of course, competing for the Caroli team, and that is Christy Phillips, along with Phoebe Mills, #1 and #2 in the United States, and they've had some great competition.
Oh, they certainly have, and tonight will be just the beginning. Next weekend, when they go to the America Cup, they'll be representing the U.S. against the Russians.
Now, when you consider in the Mardi Gras Invitational that Phoebe Mills won the best all around, but 3 gold medals went to Christy Phillips, you can tell that that competition came right down to the final event, and we could have that here again tonight. But is there a dark horse out there? Is there somebody that can upset these top gymnasts?
Oh, I'm sure there can be. There are very talented young ladies out here tonight.
Well, we'll find out as the team competition, and again, we'll be having our exercises going, first of all, in the floor exercises, also the uneven parallel bars, also the balance beam, which is such a beautiful event, and then the vault, a powerful event that you'll be watching, and these ladies will be competing not only individually, but teams as well. Maria and I will take our seat right next to all the activities, and I hope you'll settle back and enjoy us as the first annual Alamo City Women's Gymnastics Classic is about ready to get underway at the Hemisphere Arena in San Antonio. Our first rotation after this timeout. Association here in San Antonio proudly welcomes you back to the first Alamo City Women's Gymnastics Classic at the Hemisphere Arena in San Antonio. And there's a lot at stake tonight. Not only will we crown an all-around champion tonight, but the team will also be the champion of the first ever Alamo City Classic. And there are some outstanding teams that we have alluded to the fact the preliminaries are out of the way and the competition is just moments away. Home Sports Entertainment and the Gymnastics Association of San Antonio proudly welcomes you to our event tonight. Sam Smith along with Maria Ons, and Maria, by the way, a co-star for American Anthem as well, so she's made a movie debut after her fine competition at the University of Florida, and will be going to her specialty, the floor exercise. Maria, one of the things as we watch the young ladies warm up, when did you know you were ready for your floor exercise? What's going through their mind right now as far as their timing is concerned?
Well, it all depends on the night, how warm you feel when you get out there. Each girl prepares their own special way.
And each one can take a different time to warm up. Some makes a couple of runs. They say, hey, I feel good. The others, they stay out there quite a while. We see, of course, all of the warm-ups continuing here, and as you hear the music in the background, the 4 exercises in addition to the floor exercise, we will have the vault, and that, of course, one of the most powerful exercises the ladies will go through, the uneven parallel bar. What a dangerous exercise this can be, and perfect timing needed there. And of course the balance beam, I guess that's almost the ballet other than the floor exercise, isn't it, Maria, in women's gymnastics?
Definitely. It takes gracefulness and it takes the ability to stay on.
Well, some of those vaulting across the way as Bella Caroli, by the way, from the Houston camp that he has so many outstanding stars, including the #1 and 2 gymnasts, and Christy Phillips and Phoebe Mills will also be sharing our microphones with us tonight. We have put a mic on Bella. I don't know if that's going to be good or bad tonight. Bella will tell us certainly if he likes an exercise. And by the way, that's Phoebe Mills that he's warming up over in the vaulting pits right now. But Bella Caroli, what an outstanding career. Of course, Nadia Comanic comes to mind from Romania. First young lady to stick some 10s in Olympic competition. And most recently, of course, Mary Lou Retton, who is now a student over at the University of Texas, and as a matter of fact was rumored maybe to be here tonight. We don't know if she's going to make it or not. She wanted to come in and see the competition of the future in 1988. Are the Olympic Games are in their minds right now, Maria, as they prepare for this and the America's Cup coming up next week?
I'm sure they are. Each competition is a step on the way, on the road to the Olympics.
Well, the music has stopped, and we're just about ready for the first exercise, on the floor exercises. And our first young lady from the Southern California Scats will be Shelley Scher, number 133, the first competitor on the floor exercise.
Shelley's opening run was a double back somersault.
Shelley is coached by Don Peters, the '84 Women's Olympic coach, and trains in Huntington Beach, California.
And that was a double twist. Very nicely done.
Inside the routine, Maria, do they feel that the routine is going very well, especially well, or maybe not so good from time to time?
All depends on the girl, what she's thinking in her mind. Right now, I'm sure she's thinking, just show it to the audience. And right now, she's probably thinking about her last tumbling run. She's taking a little rest in the corner, getting ready to do that last run. And a nice double back finish.
Shelley Scher from the Scats, Huntington Beach, California, a first competitor in the floor exercise, and of course her scores will be tabulated. By the way, the floor exercise head judge is Corey Rizzo, and Tony Spangler from Austin, Texas, is also one of the judges watching the floor exercise. Now let's take a look at Shelley Scher across the way. This is the young lady coming off. We'll pick up a number in a moment as she vaults over the top, and again coming off of that jump. Really have to plant and really come up and get the height. I guess is the height the most important there, isn't it?
Definitely. That was a nice layout Tsukahara vault.
You can see that all of the activities are continuing all over the entire arena. After we watch the floor exercise, we move quickly over to the balance beam. And competitor number 116, and that is Cara Stilts. She is from the Capitol Gymnastics in Austin. Cheryl and Jim Jarrett. And a nice dismount. Now, as all of the activity is being tabulated across the entire arena, now keep in mind that each team has 4 competitors, and each of the scores will be compiled individually in addition to their team competition. So we not only have the team competition being tabulated here, but also the all-around competition being tabulated as well for each of the individuals. And one of the things that always, and this must be very nerve-wracking to a competitor, that sometimes there's a little discrepancy in the score. They're debating a little bit, and you have to wait just a little extra time. Did that ever bother you, Marie?
Well, conferences never really bothered me because I looked at it as being extra time to prepare, but I know there's a lot of gymnasts that it does affect. When you're ready, you want to get out there and get it over with as soon as possible.
Uneven parallel bars, competitor number 132 will be stepping up, and that's Margot Jones, one of the Caroli gymnasts from Houston.
That was a reverse heck, one of the most difficult.
Oh, and a miss by Margot. Now she can continue her routine from there.
Yes.
Very difficult sometimes to ever pick up any kind of routine. Certainly you can't pick it up right where you were when you have that kind of fall.
Yeah, it definitely affects your psyche. And she's getting set up for a dismount. And a nice dismount.
So Margot Jones, problems in the middle of her routine from the Caroli Gymnastics out of Houston. And now we're back to the floor exercise. And this is Michelle Dessert.
Michelle is actually the only competitor left from the 1984 silver medal team.
She, by the way, also in the American Anthem movie, double for one of the other co-stars, Janet Jones.
Yes, she did. I got to work with Michelle for a lot of time.
Michelle is 19 from Huntington Beach, California, coached also by Don Peters.
Michelle just did a somersault with a triple twist.
And a fine routine by Michelle Dessert. By the way, as we wait for some of those scores to be posted, we, of course, will try to pass those on as quickly as we possibly can here. And there you have is Michelle Dessert, again from the Scouts, Southern California. And there's Don Peters, the Olympic women's coach of 1984. And again, looking at Miss Dessert.
This is Michelle's triple twisting back somersault. She perhaps is doing the only one at this competition. It's a very difficult move.
And that, of course, will do a little bit of trying to influence the judges a bit with that kind of difficulties on each of the routines.
Especially at the end of a routine.
And Michelle, again, with quite a career already behind her, again on that Olympic team of 1984 with a silver medal. And you see the end of routine of one of the other competitors. I believe that was Denise Villars that just finished, number 128. She also from the Caroli Gymnastics team, team number 2 tonight. He actually has 2 teams here tonight, and we'll be figuring those numbers for you throughout the night. And now we go to Do Yamashiro. She too from Scats, Huntington Beach, California. She normally wears number 136. Had a little trouble with the number tonight, but she is not wearing that on her floor exercise.
Do's first pass was a double backward somersault with a full twist.
Do in 1985, the U.S. and World Championship Team Trials champion. World Classic Senior Division finished 3rd. And most recently in the Holiday Bowl Classic, she was the first AA.
And a nice double twist for her second pass. Do's a very good dancer. She's very precise. You can always tell where her movements start and where they end.
It's such a delicate balance between the dance and, of course, the outstanding athletic skill in gymnastics. And you have to get just a perfect balance, and we'll be seeing some of the best at that here tonight.
That's where it takes a mature gymnast to be able to create the balance between her power and her flexibility and strength. And a nice double back finish. I'm sure she's happy about this routine.
A nice smile on Do's face, I think, will amplify that, as she's very happy with that routine.